It's your boy Fist in his ass, bringing another great edition of Battlefield 3. Because some of you do still play this game. I play it for simply blowing shit up. Hey, I don't like this wall. Just remove the wall. I love the engineer class. I mean, I liked it better the way Battlefield 2 Modern Combat was, but you know, yeah, I can deal with it. I can deal with it. Just run around with a rocket. Fucking smoke everywhere. I do like the sound effects in this game. I really, you know, when you want to like sit in a really dark room and you're listening to the sounds and shit, and you're like, damn, this game sounds really good. It sounds really good. I mean, let's face it. If there was no Call of Duty, everybody would be playing this game. Just to be honest with you, you know, coming from a console aspect of it. Now, it is kind of sad. Get shitted on, guy. Look at that. He just like crumpled up. I think the rankings for Battlefield 3 are not that good as far as Xbox Live for any of the consoles. I think it's not even in the top 10, maybe the top 5. Which is a shame. I mean, obviously, I don't know. Maybe, you know, it's just a travesty that such a great game doesn't get the love that it should get. I mean, realistically speaking, I mean, that's what Blacklight Tango Down, I mean, they made a game for the arcade. They really didn't make a game for the consoles anymore. So they just said, fuck it, we went to the PC. And I just feel like, you know what? I would just keep the Battlefield series, maybe just keep it in a PC format. And just, you know what? I mean, if you're going to compete with Call of Duty, just go ahead and just steal their idea. Because that's all Call of Duty does, is they steal everybody's idea. And then they come up with their own idea. I would just take the Call of Duty idea, steal their shit, and make it your own. I mean, you guys got the engine. This engine is a great engine. I think if they shortened it down, get jumped on like Spider-Man and get knifed in your neck. It does whatever a spider can. Spider-Man, get out of here. So you see a lot of clown faces be camping around in here. I see you can blow these walls right out, but I don't know. I just feel like, you know, they could have did so much more with this game. Just fuck it, man. Why try to kill yourself? Here's the thing, you know. I mean, there's a perfect example. You'll see El Presador. He's doing bot videos. Like, why even bother making a real gameplay video if you're gonna have 30,000 people watch your bot videos? I mean, it's, you know, it doesn't matter about the gameplay. So why even attempt to try to be making something that's awesome, you know, like Battlefield 3, and nobody's gonna appreciate it? Just might as well just take your engine, rip that shit off from Call of Duty, and fucking just be like, ah, it's our game now, thanks, goodbye. That's what I would do, steal their shit. I love that. Pistol somebody off a ladder is the best feeling in the world. Now look at this. I can't even press the button. I gotta watch the whole kill cam. How boring is that? See, man, come on, guys. Come on. Look at that. Look how much time that it takes me. Now I gotta go pick a different weapon, deploy, blah, blah, blah. That's just too much time to get back in the game. You know, phone call. Who's this? Let's see who it is. Hello? I'm busy doing videos. Alright, bye. So, sorry about that interruption. People like to call me, you know, I don't know. Other commentators like calling you in the middle of your trying to do a video. I don't even know where I was left off and what my train of thought was, but so anyways, going back to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare situation, you know, I do like the way the knife works in this game. It's pretty nice. You get in there, you knife people, just, you know, you can knife the fence. I like how you can drop shot in this game. You know, it's funny that they actually took that kind of like situation. I mean, back in Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Battlefield 2, you could drop shot instantaneously. And some retard left a comment in one of my videos that was like, "You're talking about panic drop shotting." Well, obviously, if you're a complete numbskull and you don't understand gaming, myself and others who play with the claw, who use it specifically as a true talent to do so. You know, there's no panic knifing or panic drop shotting in what I do. I use the claw. You can't panic shot. You have to deliberately do it. So if you don't know what the claw is, go back, search fisticuffs / claw or dash claw, comma claw, and you can figure that out on your own. And you'll see the gameplay with that. I do like how the ladder, you know, they take. The thing is, like, it seems like EA just like they're like, we're gonna make a game that's so good that they're gonna play it. Whereas, you know, they need to spend more of their time on the social aspect of hyping their game up. You know, this whole thing that Call of Duty did in the middle of November or January, were leaking out like all their maps and everything to Kotaku, was all a big huge setup. And it worked. It worked brilliantly because everybody was talking about Battlefield 3. They were like, oh, Battlefield 3. And then all of a sudden that shit dropped out and everybody's like, oh my god, it leaked it, it leaked it. You got all little tweens that are just all excited about it. But the point being is, you know, Electronic Arts, if you're listening, you guys, you need to tell DICE to move their operations or hire a team of people that are westernized. Problem is this game isn't westernized, and I've said this before. This game isn't westernized. Rainbow Six isn't westernized. These are why these games are not super hits. They're not big hits because you're not appealing to the majority of the Xbox holders in North America. You're not appealing to that particular westernized type of crowd. So like if you don't get it, then it's like, that's like saying somebody, you know, coming over from Japan and be like, hey, I love Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is not making Mortal Kombat for people in Japan. They're making it for people in the United States. You know, Street Fighter was the reason why it's so big in the United States and everywhere else is because it was here first. You know, it was here. And you know what? Battlefield was here before Call of Duty, and they were huge. But the problem is that they completely scrapped the whole Battlefield 2 situation. I mean, Battlefield 2, if you've been gaming on the Xbox for 7-8 years, you would know that on the original console, Battlefield 2 Modern Combat was, the demo disc was almost bigger, or if not bigger, than Halo 2 was. I mean, that game was actually in second place behind like Halo 2. If it wasn't for if Halo 2 wasn't the flagship, and I think maybe now thinking about it now, the way I'm brainstorming right at this moment in time, is that I feel like EA didn't think their model was big enough to compete with Halo. So they completely scrapped it. And in the process of doing that is when Call of Duty 2 came out for when the new Xbox came out, they ported over Battlefield 2 to the new Xbox. And then when the new Xbox came out, a lot of people from the PS2 were like, yo, I'm buying a new Xbox. And it came with Call of Duty 2. It was a flagship game, and it was a huge release. And kind of like, you know, it was like Call of Duty was at the right place at the right time. You know, and Microsoft shot themselves in the foot by letting them release with a new game with their system. You know, because realistically speaking, in my mind, I think that, you know, EA was thinking, okay, we can't compete with Halo, so let's change this whole setup. They came out with Bad Company, which was, if they would have just did Battlefield 3 from Battlefield Modern Combat 2, they would have been a hit, and you know they would have been competing with the Call of Duty series. You see, I think that's the mindset. That's where the problem came. You know, that's where I think the mix-up came. And then half their studio split up. Like their idea at Chaos, they was like Frontlines Fuel of War and Homefront. And they tried to do the Frontlines Feel of War thing, but it didn't work. Nobody wanted. In the studio, it was Dice and half the guys in Chaos were like, yo. And I think their vision was to compete against Halo, because Frontlines Fuel of War was kind of like a hybrid between a modern combat and a Halo game. But all you really needed to do, and this is all you'll ever really have to do, is make a new engine with a better version of Call of Duty. That's it. A military game will always be number one, no matter what. First-person shooter, always. If you can make the right fluidity, the right gameplay, and the right multiplayer. You know, I mean, EA's got the best thing on the side. They have the servers. Just copy Call of Duty. You could still come back. I mean, thank God that they have investors with deep pockets, because they would have been gone a long time ago, as many flops as they made. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay of Battlefield 3. I still think it's a great game, but unfortunately, you know, it's you know, not too many, you know, it's not where everybody's at. And to be honest with you, I think in general, people are looking for something, another first-person shooter that's better than all of them, to be honest with you. So hopefully, you know, maybe, you know, those guys at Chaos are working with a new Cry 3 engine for Homefront 2. A lot of other games, you know, you got Respawn Entertainment, you got Treyarch. Treyarch is being very innovative now, so I'm looking forward to the next couple of years where who's going to be number one in first-person shooters. All right, it's your boy Fist, my little 2 cents. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Until next time, peace and I'm out.